Welcome to another Whip Basics Shorts. This time it is about masters. Self-declared. And a book. Pretty interesting stuff. Okay. The first thing I want to show you, or I want to point you to it, right here in the description, you will find a YouTube address. Just go there and watch it. This video is really funny. It's one of the most stupid things I've ever seen, but not in a funny way, in a really sad way. It's a video that shows a Kiai master. You know, a master who's able to defend himself, to defeat attackers just by the power of his will. Or imagination. I'm not sure. The funny thing is that so-called master, he fights against 200 people. Watch the watch the video, and you will see what complete stupid nonsense this is, and nonsense it is. He doesn't even touch the people, but those attackers don't fall to the ground because he is hitting them with his mind. No, they just fall because they know they have to fall. And then this so-called master, he says, okay, so $5,000 for everybody who's able to beat me, and a MMA guy accept this, and then you will see the whole thing. It's really funny. What this has to do with the Whip Basics, in general, let me tell you, it is about the use of the word master. If it's a grandmaster, a master of the Filipino fighting whip, if it's a whip master, if it's a whatever master, you know, the world is full. The world is filled with masters. Did you realize that? And that's what really bothered me over the years. Whip master, So, okay, yeah. You know, the thing is, all these folks declare themselves masters. I don't know if they get up one day and say, today, now I feel like I'm a master. Whip master. Well, I've seen 25-year-old folks appearing on YouTube, and in the descriptions, whip master, One of them was that guy. I don't know his surname. It was something with Maxwell. He had a homepage. It was called something like he sold crackers called the Blue Thunder. Yeah, simple crackers, but you know, it was yeah. And yeah, he funny guy, and he declared himself whip master, whip instructor, whip teacher, whip performer, whip bunny, whatever. Okay, and so just watch the video of this so-called Kiai master. It's really interesting because that guy got beaten up within no time at all. And so the question comes again, master says who? And so I can really give you the good advice. If someone calls himself master, mistrust him, okay? I know there are a lot of very good whip handlers, absolutely great people, but the greatest of them, for example, Ben Hughes from Australia, he doesn't call himself a whip master. You know, this is the little difference. The title of master, if what master ever, but you know, it's Whip Basics, so the title of a whip master is given you by others and not by your own idea, whatever, okay? The second thing is a book I'd like to introduce to you. This is a book by Master Tom Meadows. It's called The Filipino Fighting Whip. This one. Here, this. Nice book. A lot of paper. The thing is, I know that a lot of people bought that book and they were all disappointed. Well, okay, 1, 2, 3 folks, they said, oh wow, that's a fantastic thing, but you know, tastes and ideas are different. But that book has, it's called the Filipino Fighting Whip. And what you have in fact here is a lot of stuff about nunchaku, eskrima, a lot of terrible quality black and white pictures that seem to be taken in the 80s or something. And, well, yeah, it tells you a lot of how whips are built and what whips are what. If this book would have the name Explanation of Different Whips, well, then it would be wonderful. But it is not called Explanation of Different Whips on the Planet. It's called the Filipino Fighting Whip. Ta-da! Okay, and so, at least in my opinion, it's completely worthless. But, you know, it's not completely worthless. You know, at least there is a quite interesting thing in there. This is how to change a fall. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you can work with this change a fall instructions in the book, but that's, yeah, pretty much all it is. It's mostly about the author of the book, Mr. Tom Meadows, or Master Tom Meadows. If you want to learn how to use a whip, I would highly recommend not to try this one, because it simply doesn't work. Okay. Well, okay. Let me show you something, or let me explain something. There are a few things the book is really good for. I want to be fair on that. You know, you can use every single page here in that book. Well, that's amazing. Tom Meadows with Master ba ba ba. Tom Meadows with Master ba ba ba. Tom Meadows with Master so and so. Tom Meadows with Master ba ba ba. Oh, here we have the African Sjambok. What this has to do with the Filipino Fighting Whip, I don't know, but he will know. Perhaps I don't get it. Anyway, and there are other things, other very nice pictures. Those are, for example, pictures taken from the viewer of an old video camera. High quality stuff, indeed. You can even read the selections in the video viewer. Here, S video in, DV, and 32K. Wonderful single play. And you see the recording time here. But okay, no, and okay, oh yeah, here. Oh, that's funny. That's really cool. Here we have another master with Tom Meadows. Yeah, so if you want to see a lot of masters together with Tom Meadows, then this could be yours. But to come to an end on this one, you could use every single page of that book, for example, to start a fire in your stove. Or you can use it to do these things, you know, that origami stuff. Really fine, funny, great thing, you know. No doubt about that. But again, to round this up, if someone tells you he is a master, don't trust him, okay? Because a real master will never say, I am a master of whatever. Okay? A real master is a master, and he gets this name. He will call the master by the others, and never by himself. Never. Okay? So, that's it for this Word Basics short. It was a little bit out of line of the other videos, but I thought this is really necessary. I thought this is really, really necessary to tell you. Yeah, and yeah. Oh, cut.